Just finished training 3 clients. We're back home. Me and you get a little bit of time to knock out some of these questions I posted yesterday. Damn, I had you get that one. That was too hard. Alright, so I typically say an hour before your workout, but it really depends on what you're eating for your workout. The macros for a pre-workout, if you're lifting weights, you're gonna want faster digesting carbs, like simply white rice. It's great. And you're gonna want a lean protein source, and then you can control some healthier added fats, which are gonna slow down, you can hear salivating, which is gonna slow down the behavior of those carbs in that meal. Today, this isn't a pre-workout meal, but today's a low day for me, so I only have turkey and avocado. And if you're doing like steak and potatoes and a lot of broccoli before you lift, it's the wrong type of meal to have as a pre-workout meal. So something like cream of rice and protein powder with a little bit of almond butter, that's a great pre-workout, and you can make a million different variations. You really want to be mindful of how the food sits. Then as a post-workout, you're gonna want something that is fast. So a very fast protein source and a very fast carbohydrate source. Personally, I'm doing like a rice cereal with egg whites, and that's my post-workout. And then of course, whey isolate and carb powders before I leave the gym when I'm driving home. This doesn't go in the fridge. FST7. Drop sets are an intensifier. I guess you could say FST7 is too, but it's still more of like the baseline work. Drop sets is more of an accessory than an exercise program. So FST7, if you don't know what it is, which most people listening probably don't, it's 7 sets of any exercise. You can pre-exhaust with it, or you can burn out with it. But for example, let's take a chest fly, seated chest fly machine that we like to do our chest days on, pre-exhaust before we lead to our presses. I'll do 7 sets of 8 to 12 or 10 to 15 reps, but the reps really don't matter, just perfect contractions, perfect stretches, nice and heavy load. And then we'll go to 30 to 45 second rest. And it's very fast paced, 7 sets. It's great for a pump. And it actually builds more muscle. Like drop sets are what we call an intensifier, like rest pauses or stuff like that. So they're a different genre of an exercise.
Yeah, extremely important. Drive to Kansas with no GPS. Like it's just, you know you need to go west, but yeah, so there's kind of the answer there. Especially for bodybuilders. Your training split, if you're just doing push-pull legs because your favorite pro is doing push-pull legs, or you're doing a bro split because your favorite pro does a bro split, you're not training for yourself. You need to take progress pictures, get feedback from someone who knows the sport, or judges, or if you've done a show, get your judges' feedback, and then base your training split off of that. Base it off of your schedule, base it off of your recovery. For example, those doing push-pull legs oftentimes end up doing deadlifts and squats back to back. Stupid. So one is pulling from the other. So just, yeah, you definitely need to audit what you need to work on your physique, your schedule, make it work for your life and your family, and that's how you develop your training split with judges' feedback or feedback from someone who knows exactly what they're talking about.
And what if this is like, what if you're just trying to get healthy, have a good lifestyle, you're not necessarily worried about a judge's opinion?
You still need to understand whether you need to gain weight or lose weight. You need to know whether you should go to the gym and lift weights, or can you just get away with doing cardio. So you still need to know what you're gonna do. Let's say your goals are you just wanna improve your heart rate. You need to know what days you can do longer cardio, what days you can do less cardio, what days you can have longer workouts and shorter workouts, home workouts or gym workouts. So you still need a training split, even if you're doing full body and cardio for the entire time, which would be a great introduction. The majority of people we work with, to be honest. And yeah, if you've carried a suitcase, you've touched weight before. If you've brought in the grocery store, or what the fuck? If you have brought in bags of groceries, you've carried weight before. 2 pounds is 2 pounds. 5 pounds is 5 pounds. It just doesn't matter. So you have carried weight before, that's an incorrect statement. If you help someone move, you've carried weight before. So the weight room only enhances what we do when we're outside of the gym in day-to-day life. It makes life so much easier. When you crush yourself in the weight room, when you walk out of the weight room, life is so much easier. It's easier to play with your kids, it's easier to help a friend move, it's easier to do this and do that, you're pain-free. Your joints are pain-free. Yeah, you might be a little sore after a workout, but your baseline and your standard of what your body can tolerate, it just goes to different atmospheres. So yeah, train, and if you've done a push-up, you've lifted weights before. So your chest doesn't know if you're holding a dumbbell or not. Your chest only knows resistance, whether it can do it or not, stretch and a contraction. So just start exercising and have fun with it, and don't overthink it. And don't try to be perfect with anything. Of course, we work with people who haven't trained before. Let's hit the road. I was cleaning the garage last night. I was breaking up boxes, getting ready for recycling day.
Yeah.
Drea FaceTimes me and is like, hey, can you put those boxes in my car so I can take them to school tomorrow? I was like, all right, cool. As soon as I hung up, I forgot. So now here we are. Stupid. Yeah, of course. We have 2 nutrition-only options. Not every client necessarily wants workouts and nutrition. So we have a workout-only option, we have 2 workout-only options, and we have 2 nutrition options. The first nutrition option is you get access to our app and you get your nutrition program plus having the service of a coach in your pocket. Like your own personal nutrition customer support anytime you need them. Any adjustments you need. We have a minimum of 1 big meeting per month. But throughout that, you have weekly check-ins and you can contact your coach at any time to make adjustments. Like, oh, I don't like meal 3, or meal 4 isn't digesting well, or can I switch this up, or I wasn't compliant this week, or I'm traveling, how should I pack my food? Like, you'll have your coach with you. The tier below that is we design the program for you and you do not have a coach throughout the month. We just have monthly meetings. We kind of forecast your month and we look at what you are doing, and it's the same program, it's the same mentality, but you do not get access to the app and you get the program without the service of a coach. The top tier, you get the program with the service of a coach. The tier below, you get the program, you'll see your coach in a month. I struggle with this one a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I do love me some boneless chicken wings. Not as much as regular chicken wings. And just to put this out there, flats are better than drumsticks, so let's get that out of the way.
True.
Okay. If you like drumsticks better than flats, it's because you don't know how to eat flats. That's all. Technically,
in 2.5 miles,
if you look at the
turn right
structure of
onto
them, they're
Warfield
chicken
Road.
nuggets, but our chicken... The thing is, what makes a chicken wing a chicken wing? Is it the wing meat? If yes, then it's technically a wing. Nuggets aren't necessarily tossed in sauce. So, these chicken wing nuggets are tossed in sauce. So I'd say they'd be in the subcategory of chicken wings. If it's just any type of meat from the chicken and they're calling it chicken wings, that's not a chicken wing, that's a chicken nugget. Because chicken nuggets don't necessarily associate themselves with a certain part of the chicken, where chicken wings do. So if your boneless chicken wings are any part, that's a chicken nugget. But I'm assuming they're chicken wings meat, so, and they're tossed in sauce, so let's just scratch it up as them being chicken wings unless they're lying to us about their meat.